TYT Sports will be in New York next week covering the Kicking and Screening Film Festival. We have 5 free tickets to give away. The first 5 people to tweet me will get in. I kid you not. Good luck. Dr. J, the great Julius Erving, is 63 years old. Do you think he can still dunk? Check this out. Most definitely. The thing that I love about this is not necessarily the dunk, but watch at the end. Who the fuck is that guy? At the end, you see some guy. Like, who is that dude? But, okay, getting back to the point. He's an NBA champion, an ABA champion, 63 years old.
63
Dude's
years
still
old.
getting up.
It's amazing. It's awesome.
Props. It's like you playing softball, you know, while you're preg. It could happen.
Mad props.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
I hope
yeah.
I'm still like doing that stuff when I'm 63.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dunking?
Yeah. Just kicking ass on the basketball court.
Totally.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is uber impressive.
It's uber impressive.
63 years old and he's
I know.
getting up there.
Yes, it's uber impressive.
Yeah. If you've seen some of the highlights of him, he was like the
I
MJ
know.
before MJ,
I
the
love
LeBron
him.
before LeBron. I mean, like, they actually had a documentary, what's it called? The Doctor on NBA TV. I did not get to see it. I recorded it.
I want to see it.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks totally
He's
cool.
a remarkable person. Yeah, I want to see that too.
He also does Crown Royal ads. Did you see that?
My dad loves Crown Royal.
Does he?
Yeah, where I come from, all the men drink Crown. Like, it's, you know, that purple bag that it's in every cabinet.
It looks so luxurious.
I know. They actually travel with it in their suitcases.
Your dad does.
Any
You're allowed to travel with
any
alcohol?
well-respected Southern man travels with a bottle of Crown in his suitcase.
Interesting. I'm not from the South, but I'm going to consider starting to do
You
it.
should. Yeah. It's
Totally.
a good idea. And then when you're done, you can put other things in your bag.
Like what?
I don't know, like money. You win.
Money?
Yeah, in Vegas.
Isn't that what a wallet's for? By the way, Vegas.
Old stinky socks.
I have no good memories from
Vegas.
Vegas. No, I never win, unfortunately. I did, however, win when I was in college. I went to French Lick Casino in Indianapolis. No, not Indianapolis, like southern Indiana, because I went to Indiana University.
Oh, okay.
And so,
Party school, right?
huge party school.
Huge party school.
I'll tell you more.
Always on the Playboy list.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
And the tailgate list, actually.
Yeah, good tailgates.
Yeah, you heard about it?
Uh-huh.
Wait, Indiana lost to Georgia.
Well,
ESPN did a poll, I think.
Well, because
or they went and surveyed.
Well, yeah, it was 4 years ago, actually. It was maybe it was 3 or 4 years ago where Georgia got like #1 party school, and they cracked down across the entire campus.
That's no
It was my
good.
brother freshman year at Georgia.
Poor Brett.
I know, like
poor
for
guy.
your freshman year, and they're and he was an athlete, so
Yeah.
of course they're going to be. I mean, they put literally pictures of the athletes on all bars downtown. So like if you see this person.
That's awful.
It's awful, yeah. I mean, when you're an athlete in college, there's a lot of perks, of course, but like,
Yeah,
it's a
totally.
full-time job. Yeah, you really
I
can't
can't believe they put up like wanted, don't let
yeah,
it in. Like
yeah.
that's awful.
It's awful.
Why are you taking away from like the college scene?
Yeah,
college
but
experience?
they got #1 on the list,
And then they fell off.
and yeah, the dean of the school just went, nuts.
Wow, the dean sounds like a freaking douche.